gathering together stories and information from people around the country to feed into our UPR work. So to feed into our UPR report that will go to the UN, and also for our lobbying of other UN countries. And we thought it was really important to get out to the areas where people whose rights are being affected live.
Paul was on Facebook.
And I said to Fiona, there's a meeting on tomorrow in Cork about human rights. Come over here and have a look. And I said to Fiona, do you want to go?
And it was literally the next day, so we said, yes, we're going, definitely. Because it said it was about human rights and stuff, and I knew that was part of Jeris. Jeris' human rights were gone.
From one small meeting, it just feels like this whole big experience now that myself and Fiona and Deirdre are after getting involved in.
Sometimes the discussion around human rights tends to centre on some of the broader ideological issues. People might have an idea that human rights is all about torture or it's all about extraordinary rendition, but I think what we learned from this consultation is that human rights issues and the concerns that people have are everyday concerns. And I think if you look at the headings that are included in the stakeholder report, you'll see these are human rights concerns in relation to health, in relation to education, and there's quite a lot of information on housing and the experiences that people have had. Human rights concerns are very pervasive.
I think it's important for us here in Ireland to remember that our government has signed up to these international instruments, so they have taken on board legal obligations to make sure that our rights are protected, and we have to hold them accountable for that.
Well, this week is an exciting week in Older and Bolder actually, because we're going to the UPR review hearing for Ireland in Geneva, and we're really looking forward to it.
I love the thoughts of just being there and seeing just for yourself what they can do, what the other countries can do for Ireland. It's good, yeah.
We'll see what the rest of the world thinks of how Ireland actually does treat its citizens.
We're really going to hear what the Irish government has to say about Ireland's human rights record.
So today we're in Geneva, we're just outside the UN, and we're here for the Universal Periodic Review. Here are the Your Rights Right Now delegation, and these are all the guys that have sort of contributed to the entire process. So I suppose here we're sort of seeing the final results, and we're actually seeing the government being tested and being held accountable. So I suppose this is a great day.
Thank you for your kind words of welcome. I look forward to this interactive dialogue with the UPR Working Group of the Human Rights Council. I would like to extend a particularly warm welcome to those in Ireland and elsewhere who are following our proceedings on the web.
We're in the chamber right now, listening live at the UPR process, so that's why I'm whispering. It's very interesting to hear Minister Shatter defending questions that some of the other member states have asked.
We would like to ask what the government will do to ensure.
However, reports indicate that inhumane and degrading conditions for the prison populations.
That the government is hesitant to recognise the tribal community as an ethnic minority.
Delay the timing of a referendum incorporating the rights of the child in the Constitution.
We would like to recommend that Ireland consider the following.
We have 3 recommendations.
Austria offers the following recommendation.
We would like to make the 2 following recommendations.
Sweden therefore recommends.
We would like to make the following recommendations.
We would like to submit the following recommendations for the consideration of the Irish delegation.
I'd like to kindly extend a very specific thank you to the NGOs who've done so much good work and who have so well informed all of you here about their concerns, so as to ensure that we address their concerns and that you keep us under a spotlight.
We have been told throughout this process, while we've been lobbying different countries, is, oh Lord, Irish civil society is engaged in this one. It's been really impressive how much people have stepped up to the plate. The range of recommendations that were coming out from other states, Costa Rica talking about penal reform in Ireland, countries all over the world talking about children's rights and social protection and disability, all sorts of issues. It was great to see, and it really pays homage to the work that civil society have done on this.
The vast majority of the issues that we had hoped would be raised were raised, and they were raised in a very well informed and nuanced way. So it's perfectly clear that Ireland's peer countries have got the message that while they might normally experience Ireland as a country which is a great champion of human rights abroad, there are major deficiencies in its human rights record at home.
It was a great sounding board of you know, all the music was right. It's just a matter of making sure that they follow through on the promises that they made. So I suppose that's one thing that we as NGOs again need to really focus on.
The Your Rights Right Now campaign is comprised of 17 members working across a wide range of issues. One of the most striking aspects of the campaign has been the lack of any argument or acrimony between groups about which issues matter and when and how. I think that we found that actually we all face the same challenges, and even if we're working on a very particular area such as children's rights or prisons, social welfare reform, that actually the challenges we face are similar and that we can learn a lot from each other and how to overcome them.